In Phnom Penh, two places tell one of the darkest stories in Cambodia's history. S-21, the former prison where thousands were held and tortured, and the killing fields, where so many of them met their end. It's not easy to visit, but it's important. Today we are walking through both sites to understand what happened here, how Cambodia remembers, and why confronting the past matters. I'm Mike Dalton. I'm a teacher and a traveler, and this is Dalton's Detours. Anthony Bourdain once said, "Once you've been to Cambodia, you'll never stop wanting to beat Henry Kissinger to death with your bare hands." It of course sounds over the top, but there's a reason for Bourdain's rage. In the early 1970s, while the Vietnam War was spilling over borders, Kissinger, then the National Security Advisor and eventual U.S. Secretary of State under Nixon, planned a secret bombing campaign across Cambodia aimed at destroying North Vietnamese supply lines. The problem? It also devastated Cambodian villages, and the country was thrown into chaos. Many believe that the instability this created opened the door for Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge to take power, leading to one of the deadliest genocides of the 20th century. The Khmer Rouge goal was to create a completely self-sufficient, classless agrarian society. To do that, they emptied the cities, forcing millions into the countryside to work at collective farms. Anyone seen as educated, religious, or connected to the old government was targeted. Between 1975 and 1979, an estimated 2 million Cambodians, nearly a quarter of the population, died from execution, starvation, or disease. The regime was finally overthrown when neighboring Vietnam invaded in 1979, but the scars it left are still deeply felt in Cambodia today. Bourdain wasn't just being provocative. He was furious at the idea that American foreign policy helped set the stage for one of the worst genocides in the 20th century. History, of course, is not black and white, just various shades of gray, and there's a lot of blame to go around. But the devastation on the Cambodian people in the years that follow is irrefutable. Visiting places like S-21 and the killing fields, you start to understand why that anger still resonates.
Mostly in my area, the Khmer Rouge covered Buddhist temple, Pagoda, to be the prison and to be the killing field.
Our tour starts here, at Tuol Sleng, better known as S-21. It used to be a high school until the Khmer Rouge turned it into a prison for interrogation and torture. More than 20,000 people were brought here. Only a handful ever made it out alive. It's not an easy visit, and honestly, it shouldn't be. But if you really want to understand Cambodia, don't just go to the temples. Don't just eat the food. You have to see this side too. The stories here are hard to hear, but they matter. Just look at a puddle.
Not a very nice place for you to see, but it is an important place to learn. Yeah. In 1979, so we convert this prison into a museum. Yeah. And Cambodian families member, try to think for the families. I found my youngest grandma in 1999. She crossed the border to Thailand and then to the third country. So now she lives in Canada, Toronto. Yeah. So they didn't care who you are. The tourists stop working here when you come here. During that time, automatically gonna be CIA or KGB. That's why when we've been to the building B, you gotta see some photo of Indian, Vietnamese, Australian, yeah, British. Yeah, who very important prisoner. Some people call it VRU. Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
pretty sad. They were tortured like mad.
That's crazy.
Yes.
It's like very Nazi concentration camp style.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that this is only from one prisoners. Yeah? But their confession is about 10 pages. Survivor, right? The 9-year-old boy.
Hello, nice to meet you, ladies and gentlemen. I am 1979 and was 9 years old. My younger brother was 8 years old. All together, 5 child. When the time we had to go like that, but we got bad smell. Can you please? Hello, lady.
Just in case that you'd like to know
Yeah,
more
here.
about him, but it's not about
Hello. Hello, gentlemen.
Thank you.
If you'd like to know more about the Khmer Rouge, so you go to this website. His younger brother also still alive.
Who's the older
And
one?
this money goes to him, or where
Some
does it?
parts go to him and to the victim association.
But it's to survivors.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chúc mấy anh sẽ làm phí. Thank you so much. Love you.
Sai con mới đợi này chị.
Thank you.
Survivor,
Oh,
the 95 years old.
Yeah. Been in the 1980s.
we give that to you.
I just knew him as well.
Ah, that's fine.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Leaving S-21, it's impossible to shake what you've just seen. The photos, the confessions, the faces of people who never had a chance. It's quiet here, but it's not peace. It's heavy. About 10 miles outside of the city is Choeung, better known as one of the killing fields. This particular location is where most of the prisoners from S-21 were taken. And it's a short drive, but the distance between feels enormous. It's hard to imagine that what looks like peaceful countryside was once a place of mass executions. Today it's quiet, birds and wind, and the sound of people walking on the paths. But under this ground, there are remains of thousands of victims. It's a place that forces silence and perspective.
also in the whole country.
Coming here isn't about dark tourism. It's about understanding how fragile a country and humanity can be when hate and paranoia take control. Cambodia's story's tragic, but it's also one of survival and resilience, and that's what I want to remember. Cambodians are some of the most gracious and resilient people you'll ever meet. Smiles come easy, laughter fills the markets, and there's this quiet strength, a sense that they've already lived through the worst, and they're determined to make something better. This is Dalton's Detours.